It's time. To take back what was stolen.
Or to say that Crimson Desert is the best game of 2020. Yeah, not really. But here is my honest first impression as someone who pre-ordered the game of Crimson Desert. Long story short, don't buy it, and I will explain why not or why you actually should. First of all, what is Crimson Desert?
Let's find out, shall we?
Crimson Desert is a very mysterious open-world action-adventure game developed by Pearl Abyss that follows mercenary Cliff as he navigates the war-torn continent of Pywell. The single-player game focuses on fast-paced hack-and-slash combat, extensive exploration and survival, featuring a narrative centered on rebuilding his fallen faction, the Greymans. That is all nice, but I got the game for PS5 and I'm playing it on PS5 Pro, might I add, and it does not look that promising. PS5 Pro recently received an update for its PSSR 2 so that upscaled games can look better, have more FPS and all of that. However, this is not applicable to Crimson Desert, which also had multiple updates since it launched, less than 24 hours ago. There are three settings for graphics: performance 1080p 60 fps, balanced 1440p 50 kinda 50 fps, and quality 4K 30 fps. I'm going to show you all three so you can decide which one looks the best. Spoiler alert, none of them are great looking, unfortunately. 4K 30 mode is very choppy and in my opinion unplayable, especially because they marked this game as fast-paced hack and slash combat game, and on top of that you don't even get those 30 FPS. It is more like 25-ish. And I played a lot of games on Nintendo Switch, so I don't mind low FPS, but not on big screen, and especially when game has other problems. More on that a little bit later. Balanced is 1440p, choppy as well, and not looking great, so basically useless and can be avoided altogether. So the only other option that is left is 1080p 60 fps mode, which is smooth, but some parts of the game look not so impressive, like water, waterfalls, leaves, roofs, clouds, smoke, and so on. Also, I played a lot of not so great looking games, but this one is described as heavy exploration game, and you can truly spend a lot of hours and not achieve anything, just exploring, running, chopping woods, fishing, yep, that's a thing, collecting butterflies, like what? Feeding horses, or they can't run otherwise, and so on. HDR is not greatest either. It is way overblown, like taking a picture on a bright sunny day with a crappy camera. And if I'm going to spend so much time focused on exploring, I need it to look beautiful, period. Alright, looks aside, let's check game mechanics and story. It is kind of complicated with a lot of different moves and combos for combat as you're in Mortal Kombat, super complex recipes for cooking, and overcluttered menus. But those things are somewhat normal for RPG games. Some of them have gradual and more accepting learning curve though, while I would say Crimson Desert has a very steep one. You get a lot of things at the very beginning. However, the story, I did not beat the game yet because it looks like Mission Impossible at the moment, but I still have no idea what is going on, who is my character, or why is he doing things that he's doing. On top of that, I'm clueless about, without spoiling too much, all mysterious things happening around me. It starts as fantasy world, swords, bows, spears, and then there are some futuristic looking objects. Not impressed, which can be said overall about this highly anticipated game. Now, if you don't spend your hard earned $70 on this game, what can you play? To be honest, I would rather play Witcher 3 again, which looks beautiful, better than Crimson Desert in my opinion, has nice game mechanic and nice story in addition to everything else. Also, one more game that comes to mind is Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Why those two games, you might ask? Because I would say Crimson Desert took a lot of elements from them, came up with a plan, but did not execute it properly. Nevertheless, if you really like huge open world games where you can invest 1,000+ hours exploring, literally, and you don't mind those graphical imperfections, talking about PS5 again, be my guest, go ahead and buy it. Not everything is bad. You have nice music outside as well as in taverns and shops. There is change of weather, mini games. You can chase bandits and smash them all. Tons of things to collect and do apart doing missions. Did I mention butterflies already? Or wait a bit longer for Gothic 1 Remake, which is same type of game, has excellent story and should look awesome, but we will see on June 5th, I guess. Since it takes so much to complete the game, I will not make classic here is walkthrough, but a proper review after I complete it. Until then, you can watch me live struggling with it or check live streams recordings later. Whichever you decide. If you found this any informative, consider subscribing and maybe leaving a like and a comment as well. Thank you all for watching.